Hello, everybody. So today's title is Disappointment, The Good Dinosaur. We're also going to be speaking about Pixar, other animation studios, and why The Good Dinosaur was a disappointment to me. So Pixar have always been a studio that I've absolutely loved ever since Toy Story and A Bug's Life and Monsters, Inc. Let's just go through the list of films, incredible films that they have made, and they've made some bad ones, but look, you got their films: Toy Story, A Bug's Life, Toy Story 2, Monsters Inc., Finding Nemo, The Incredibles, Ratatouille, which skipped Cars, WALL-E, Up, Toy Story 3, not Cars 2, Brave was alright, Monsters University, I absolutely loved Monsters University. I bought so much merch because I loved that film so much. Inside Out was original and fresh, and I really enjoyed that. And then we get The Good Dinosaur. So in 2013, I believe we had, not 2013, in 2014 we had a break, and Pixar didn't make films, and they'd been making films every single year since 2006. They've been releasing a film every single year, and then they just had a break, and they were like, we're not going to make a film, we need to put more time into these films. So this year we got two: The Good Dinosaur and Inside Out. Inside Out was a film that I really enjoyed. It was fresh, it was original, it was funny, it was emotional, and it was great. They've had all these original ideas, like Toy Story, what if your toys came to life when you left the room? Bug's Life, how bugs are and insects, and an insect's life, what they do. And then you have things like Monsters Inc. What if the monsters in your closet just actually are just doing their job, and when they're not doing their job, they're actually just like really nice monsters. And then Finding Nemo, like, I love the ocean and everything, so it was cool to see things about that and sharks and everything. The Incredibles, a superhero movie from Pixar, which is awesome. Cars was about talking cars, so that wasn't that great. Ratatouille, a rat that can cook and, like, teach people to cook, that was awesome. WALL-E, about an apocalyptic world where a robot is there, and then he meets a robot and there's a romance between two robots, and it is a perfect and amazing film. Up, about a man and his flying house with balloons and just wanted to go on an adventure, and then a kid joins him. Toy Story 3 is just like, it was just a great return for Toy Story, and it was still a beautiful film and a very emotional film. Brave was alright, it had a cool story to it, and Monsters University was just so much fun. It was a fun prequel that I absolutely loved. Inside Out, seeing the emotions inside your head, was amazing. And then we get The Good Dinosaur. The Good Dinosaur had a premise and an idea that was absolutely awesome. What if the dinosaurs didn't get wiped out? What if the meteor went over the top of them and didn't hit them and it missed Earth, and then a million years later, they are still alive? That was such a good premise, and I was like, I love dinosaurs. I love me some dinosaurs, and I was like, this is going to be awesome seeing these dinosaurs in this movie. But I'm going to say this right now, The Good Dinosaur, this isn't really a spoiler, but spoiler alert, I'll skip to this moment if you haven't seen The Good Dinosaur, but it's not really that big of a thing. Skip to a moment up on the screen. The Good Dinosaur in total has about 12 dinosaurs in the movie. I'm not counting the clip at the beginning where a meteor flies over the dinosaurs and they all look up. I'm counting the main dinosaurs. So you have Arlo, who is the main dinosaur, and then you have his family, which is altogether is 5 dinosaurs. You have the pterodactyls, and there's I think there's probably about 6 of those or something, and then you have these T-Rexes, and there's about 3 of them, so altogether there's probably about 14 dinosaurs in the whole movie, and there's all these like cute little critters and things and that. But for a dinosaur movie, it lacks on dinosaurs, and the story, the reason I'm disappointed is that, first off, I'm going to say that this film is beautiful. The animation is beautiful. It's so nice to look at. The dinosaurs are sort of like, there's all this sort of natural, and it looks real, like the trees look real, the water, wow, the water on this film, that got amazing. There's a waterfall scene that looks like it's real. The water throughout the whole film looks real, and yeah, it looks very realistic. And then the dinosaurs and the Spot, the kid, and they do look sort of cartoony in this world, and it is sort of realistic. Like, everything looks realistic at the beginning. And it is really a really beautiful film, and it does have its emotional moments. But then I looked back at those emotional moments, and I thought to myself, this isn't the originality that I love Pixar for. Because Pixar are creating all these original films, like I've said, of all the ideas that they have that we've always wanted to learn about. And like with the toys coming to life, that's something as a kid that all kids thought when they left the room, the toys came to life. So there was originality with that idea. and like Monsters Inc. There was just all originality, and Pixar still showed that they had the originality this year with Inside Out. But with The Good Dinosaur, it sort of takes from two films, and there's two scenes particular in the film that feel like complete rips out of The Lion King, and it's just like I was watching it and I was like, I've seen this before. This scene is in The Lion King, and then there's another scene around at the end. I'm like, I've seen this before. This is like Ice Age. Like, over the past few years, Pixar have still been shown they have the originality, but things like Studio Ghibli, DreamWorks, Blue Sky Animation, and Sony Pictures Animation. Like, Sony Pictures Animation did make Smurfs, but they were terrible. But they also made Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, and they still did show that they can make some really fun animations. And yes, it was like sort of that these animation studios were showing that they had their originality, and DreamWorks were doing it with How to Train Your Dragon, and now you got Blue Sky doing the Peanuts movie this year. Like, these animation studios are sort of almost going over Pixar. Pixar still showing they have the originality, but they also are just throwing out sequels. Now, yes, right from the beginning they did do sequels. They did Toy Story 2 straight away, but they were still showing originality with the sequels. But when I saw the trailer for Finding Dory the other day, it didn't fill me with joy or anything. I looked at it and all I thought in my head was cash grab straight away, and it was a shame to see that with Pixar, because Pixar, I've watched their trailers and I've always loved them, and I've always thought this looks like it's going to be awesome, but Finding Dory didn't fill me with joy or anything. It just filled me with that was it. And The Good Dinosaur, I just left it with like, after Inside Out, I was so excited for The Good Dinosaur. I remember going in the Disney stores, seeing all the merch, and I was like, this is merch that I want to buy because I know that I'm going to love The Good Dinosaur because I love dinosaurs, and this is going to be a movie that fills me with joy, but it doesn't have the originality. It has all the cliches that we've seen before, and it has all the story tropes that we've seen before. It's like, it takes from Ice Age, one scene round at the end, and it's really weird because all the things in the film, there's nothing original to it. Now, yes, there is some cute scenes, the critters are cute, there is emotion to the film, but the emotional scenes are stuff that we've seen before and a story that we've seen before, and it's a shame because I applauded Pixar for their originality, and The Good Dinosaur, I thought it was going to be another original film from them, and I thought it was going to be another fun masterpiece from them, but I look at it and I'm like, this doesn't feel like a Pixar film to me. There wasn't the originality that they still do have, like they have with Inside Out, but it wasn't here. And that's a shame. It doesn't feel original or fresh. It's everything that we've seen before. It's a beautiful animation, and Pixar still show that they are some of the most incredible animators around, but it's not as incredible or amazing as it could be. Hopefully next year Pixar fix back up. I know next year we have Finding Dory. That's the only film. Then we get Cars 3. Why couldn't we have The Incredibles 2 before Cars 3? We have to get The Incredibles 2 in 2019. Cars 3 is one that I wish they would stop making, because Cars 2 was atrocious. But yeah, The Good Dinosaur, like I've said, filled me with disappointment, and that's why this video is called Disappointment, The Good Dinosaur. It's not original. It's a story that we've seen before, and like there's one moment where I was like, is that it? Like, the film gonna end? And then this thing happens and you're just like, oh god, this is the cliche, this is the story trope we've seen so many times before, and it's horrible to see because it doesn't feel like a Pixar film. That's all I had to say about The Good Dinosaur. This wasn't really a review, that's why this is called Disappointment, The Good Dinosaur, because I was like, I was going to review it, but then I wanted to talk more about Pixar and about other animation studios, and these are the videos that I enjoy doing the most, where I just sit down and talk. If you've seen The Good Dinosaur, what did you think of it? Do you have the same views as me? Pixar are still an animation studio that I do absolutely love. I am excited for Finding Dory. The trailer didn't fill me with joy, but I am excited to see, because I loved Finding Nemo. That's one of my favourite Pixar films. I just hope that it's going to be good. Fingers crossed that it is, because hopefully it's not just a cash grab, and hopefully it does still have the emotion and like the captivating, like just hopefully it captures you like Finding Nemo did. Hope you find Dory is a good film. But what's your favourite Pixar film? I think for me it is Toy Story or WALL-E, but I do love The Incredibles as well. I love Monsters Inc. Like, it's hard to pick a favourite because I love so many of their films, and I hoped to love The Good Dinosaur, but I didn't. But yeah, what's your favourite Pixar film? Let's talk in the comments down below. Thank you very much, and I shall see you again very, very soon. Goodbye.